Welcome back to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. We're just about set for a kickoff as we resume action in the second quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now on second and 16, Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Boy. And now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well. And teams are
down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Play there with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. And a little floater there is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This will be taken short. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to it. And things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
230.
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Jones on the return. Jones breaking from the contact. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give it down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check 55 to Mike. You.
Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ingram again. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Watch tight end. We got 3.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
In your face.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
Now, that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. On 2nd and goal. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
That penalty is declined. Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
That penalty is declined. Delay of game, offense.